Finally, we got some good news. Inflation is cooling down and going down, but also we have the new COLA forecast coming out for 2025. I'll let you know what the latest numbers of that is and what you can expect for your Social Security check. And we're hearing more from Congress.
So that means whether you're in Idaho or whether you're in Connecticut, those very citizens, those 10,000 a day baby boomers who expect their Congress to take action on their behalf, need to enhance a program that provides them with the benefits. And that money goes directly into.
I'll play you the latest video clip from Representative John Larson talking about Social Security on the Congress floor again, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate the Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So inflation is finally down, but don't pop the champagne just yet. So although it is down, it may not stay down, and there isn't always the best news that comes along with it. So President Biden said this: today's report shows that we are making significant progress fighting inflation. It was good news for the White House. Also, what was said here is inflation has declined negative 0.1% in June. That's the first decrease since the pandemic month of May 2020. Gas prices declined in June, electricity prices declined in June, rent had its smallest monthly increase, 0.2% since August 2021. So we got some good news here. Curious, have you seen this good news affect your daily life? Inflation going down, has it been helping you? Or are you not seeing any difference at all? Let us know down in the comments below. So despite the news, the White House would be smart to keep the cork in the champagne bottle. Yes, inflation dropped slightly month to month in June, but prices were still 3% higher than a year ago, far from Fed Chair Jay Powell's 2% target. Also, much of the improvement came in energy prices, which were off 2% from June's level, and especially gasoline, which was down 3.7%. That will not last. Oil prices are up 15% compared to last year. While gasoline prices have hardly budged, the average retail price for regular gasoline today is $3.60 per gallon. It was a year ago, it was $3.66. So really curious now with this extra information, because President Biden wanted to say the good stuff, not all the stuff. So energy prices are volatile like food prices, which is why both are removed from the so-called core report. So really curious, what are your thoughts on this? Saying that inflation is down, and a few other numbers are down, but are you feeling it? That's really what matters most. So as inflation cools, estimate for COLA 2025 cost of living adjustment has just come out. I'll give you the exact numbers after we hear from Representative John Larson.
Yields. Chair recognizes the gentleman from Connecticut, Mr. Larson, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I arise today to talk about the nation's #1 anti-poverty program for the elderly and the #1 anti-poverty program for our children. That program, Mr. Speaker, as you know, is Social Security. Mr. Speaker, and for the members in the gallery, I think it's important to understand the statistics that we're dealing with. Most importantly, that there are now close to 70 million Americans that rely on Social Security. 70 million Americans, 40% of whom, for a pension, that is the only benefit that they have. Testimony to the genius of Franklin Delano Roosevelt and what's required in an entrepreneurial capitalistic system, that there be a safety net for people. Even more so, imagine that 10,000 baby boomers a day become eligible for Social Security. And dishearteningly, Congress, the institution primarily responsible for Social Security's enhancement and protection, has not done anything in 53 years. Richard Nixon was the President of the United States the last time Social Security was enhanced. Now, and for 5 million Americans, 5 million of our fellow citizens get below poverty level checks from Social Security, the greatest insurance program in the nation's history, but Congress has not attended to the program. And that's why this is so vitally important that we do so. Mr. Speaker, as you know, in Idaho, in the 1st District, there are 219,000 plus Social Security recipients, 170,000 plus who are retirees, 21,000 who get disability. There are 10,000 plus widows, 5,600 spouses, 11,000 children in Idaho who rely on Social Security. It brings into the 1st District $388 million monthly and has not been adjusted in more than 50 years. This is an outrage. And when members learn of this, and when the public is aware of this, they say, and why hasn't Congress acted? President Biden has suggested, and it makes sense, that, hey, listen, in this great nation of ours, why shouldn't everybody pay the same? So he said, let's just simply lift the cap on people making over $400,000 that don't pay nearly the same that a person making $30,000 or $50,000 or $75,000 or $100,000 who pay into the program. And in doing so, we would be able to enhance Social Security, not only in Idaho, but across the entire United States. Even former President Trump now is apparently changing the Republican platform to say we're going to protect Social Security. It's not enough to protect Social Security. Congress hasn't done anything in more than 53 years. So that means whether you're in Idaho or whether you're in Connecticut, those very citizens, those 10,000 a day baby boomers who expect their Congress to take action on their behalf, need to enhance a program that provides them with the benefits. And that money goes directly into every congressional district and every congressional community. And where do the citizens spend that money? At the grocery store, at the pharmacy, at the gas station. It goes to the essential needs that Americans require. That's why Social Security is the #1 anti-poverty program for the elderly, and also the #1 anti-poverty program for children. What Congress needs to do is not talk about it, it needs to vote. Citizens in the gallery and across this nation should demand that the United States Congress vote on Social Security and correct something that's gone in disrepair for more than 50 years. I yield back.
Gentleman yields.
What are your thoughts on what Representative John Larson had to say? Let's get into the COLA update here. So Social Security's 2025 COLA is a forecast to be lower than 2024. That's the not so good news. So as inflation cools, estimate for 2025 Social Security cost of living adjustment goes down. The Social Security cost of living adjustment could be 2.7% next year, according to new estimate based on government inflation data released on Thursday. While the pace of inflation continues to subside, retirees and other Social Security beneficiaries continue to contend with higher costs, and the Social Security COLA estimate for 2025 is not official and is subject to change. So October is when we are going to get the official COLA number, with inflation going down, which means the COLA is going to go down. We're not going to see it probably higher than the 3.2% that was for 2024. So we're probably not going to see it get much higher. Just want to give it to you straight like that. Unless something changes where there's a new bill and it switches to the CPI-E compared to the CPI-W, which is what it is now. Anyways, that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully brighten your day a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Oh, hi guys, I didn't see you there. Hi guys, this is Bill. This is the tip of the day. I want to tell you something what you should really do. You should always be kind, and if you want to do something very happy, then do it. Like today I'm going to be making popsicles, and I'm going to be doing it with you. So what the first step is, get some milk. You can do cow milk or oat milk. Anyway, yeah, and you just have to take these out.
If you want to see the 6 new Social Security bills that are in Congress right now for Social Security, you're going to want to click this video over here, as some are actually good for Social Security, some are not good for Social Security. So you're going to want to click that video now, see what's going on with that, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.